Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Kogan. Drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip. Go. First off, obviously, I want to talk about what I'm most thankful for this year, because what an amazing, crazy year it has been, completely unexpected. Just think about this. At the beginning of 2024, if someone would have told you, so just so you know, this year, Darksydephil is going to have a resurgence. People are actually going to want to collab with him and do stuff. People are going to be talking about him in a positive light. He's going to be getting so much more support. He's going to completely and utterly upgrade everything he does times 10, right? He's going to start doing a political show by the end of the year. He's going to be doing collabs and interviews. Would you have believed any of that? Honestly, if you had told me that in January, I would have been like, nah, you know, what are you talking about? But it's funny how life works, right? It really is. So I am excited for sure for the future. But today we talk about everything that's happened this year that's been so great and positive. And I'm going to show you a few things that I've only mentioned or talked about, but you don't know about yet, or you haven't seen. I'm going to show you firsthand what I'm talking about. Okay? Good stuff. Okay. So before we get started with all of our topics that we're going to cover today, obviously, I would like to direct your attention. 87 straight streams, hitting the goals, crushing the trolls, winning, having a great time. Doesn't matter if I'm gaming, if I'm podcasting, if I'm doing a show about politics, if I'm just shooting the shit, if I'm just taking a shit. You guys love the content I'm putting out, and you have supported it so much in the last couple of months. That's definitely a huge positive that has helped me tremendously. You're going to see some of the stuff I'm going to show you today that I'm grateful for is directly because of you, because you have supported me so much that things have dramatically improved in my life and for my family over the last several months. You know, most notably, the one thing that's the biggest, right? No longer do I have to worry about, this week I need to raise a certain amount of tips on a stream. I need to have this amount of this. I'm good. Like, you know, I'm actually in a good position right now where I've been making so much that I'm good. I'm liquid, as they say. I have liquidity. It's not like, I'm desperately nervous that if I don't have a few good streams that things are going to go bad, or, oh no, I can't afford the new game this week because I didn't have many tips today. You know what I mean? All I needed was a couple months of solid, support and performance, which I've gotten and is continuing. And it is amazing, an amazing feeling. Thank you all for giving me that peace of mind, because that's literally what it is. It's peace of mind. Instead of worrying about, oh no, we have to do this today, or what am I going to do later this week? It's like, I don't worry about that anymore. I sleep soundly. I wake up the next day, raring to go. Hey, what are we doing today? We're doing great gameplay. We're going to test out a new piece of equipment. We're going to talk about this topic. We're going to do some politics stuff. We're going to do interesting stuff every day. And hey, a new game coming out? Sure, I'll buy it. Who cares? Let's do it. That's the flexibility and the liquidity I've never had until the last few months. Seriously, like I always wished I had it since I became a streamer, and I never did. And when you guys were like, Phil, why can't you do all the stuff other streamers do? That was literally why. And now I'm good. So thank you. That's why this is so important. Keeping that going keeps me at that level and allows me to continue to have the peace of mind and flexibility as a creator. So thank you to everyone who is supporting me so much. All right. Now, we have 2 more to go, today and tomorrow. All right, 2 streams. And if we hit the goals, those 2 streams, I'll be doing a special DSP Tries It tomorrow on Black Friday. Wendy's trying 3 of their new menu items. The new mushroom bacon cheeseburger, the new salted caramel frosty, and the returning from retirement taco salad. Yes, it'd be very exciting to try these new items from Wendy's, a triple taste test on DSP Tries It tomorrow. So let's do it. Again, that's another thing because of your positivity. I was able to bring DSP Tries It out of retirement and bring it back as a regular weekly thing because I don't have to worry about it making money. It doesn't have to at all. It doesn't. I mean, it makes like 1,000 views, so it probably makes me like $4. Why do I care? Don't need to. See? Pretty awesome. Exactly right, Swagonito. He says, must be nice feeling and knowing you can go to work and be excited without being fully stressed, and I'm happy you finally got here. Yeah. Like, that's what people didn't understand is, when I was sitting here and doing embarrassing things on this very stream, like saying, hey, we got to do a marathon today, and I hope I raise $1,000 during the marathon, right? Or, oh, please tip me today because if you don't, I can't afford the new game on Friday. It was the lowest of lows. You know what I mean? Like, it was embarrassing. It was tough to do. I had to do it to make a living. But now things have flipped for the positive in such a big way. I've got support from people on YouTube, from people on Kick, from people just in general. I got people coming by saying, hey, listen, we want to help you. I'd like to donate a thing for your setup. I'd like to do this and that. Like, whoa, really? Thank you. Amazing. What a wave of positivity, the likes of which I have not seen in over a decade. That's what I'm thankful for, man. This whole flip of attitude towards me. Awesome. Okay, anyway, oh, really? Radical Justice, I'm surprised your taco salad's coming back. I don't think it ever left Canada. Yeah, I don't think they had it for the longest time. You remember I had it so many years ago and I got sick. I wonder if that's why they removed it from the menu. It could be. It could be they took it off the menu because people were getting sick from it, and now they brought it back over because that was one of my earliest DSP tries-its. That was like, what, 2010? You're talking almost 15 years ago. I ate that thing, and I'm going to try it again tomorrow, apparently. Huy. Again, thank you all. Jay just said in chat, I'm thankful for you. I found you when I was sick or mad or sad. I watch you and I feel happy, so thank you. You're welcome, Jade, and thank you for being such a positive part of this community. It is greatly appreciated to have people who come here every day and know what it's all about. What is it about? I'll tell you what it's about. It's about having fun. It's about relaxing and chilling and sharing each other's opinions about life. It's about community. It's about getting along. Even though we might not agree on all topics, the fact that we can talk and hang out and have a good time and share each other's life experiences together, that's what it's all about. It's also about me playing games and having fun and sometimes sucking, but sometimes persevering and doing well, and you guys being there along for that interactive ride. It's all about that. You know, a lot of people say my content is their escape from real life where they're all stressed out, but they get to come to my streams and unplug from that and have a good time. And I appreciate that because that's hopefully something meaningful, something that I've added to your life. Because in my life, my ultimate goal is that by the time that I leave this planet, that I have left an impact in a positive way on many people and that you feel that I've done something to improve your life situation. That's the best I feel like I can do in my life, right? So if that's what you're telling me I'm doing, I think I'm doing the right thing, and we're going to keep it up. All right? If anything, like I said this year, okay, this year has been such a turnaround to the point where it's almost, again, it's almost unbelievable. It's surreal. It started in August. It's now the end of November, and it's continuing. It hasn't ended. It's still going. And that's so crazy cool. So thank you guys so very, very much, okay? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I think we should do our little segment that I wanted to do today about things that I am thankful for. All right? And with this segment, it's going to be silly, but it's going to be fun as well because there's going to be some stuff you guys are going to like poke fun at. I know. For a fact, you're going to poke fun at me for it. But other things are things that you haven't seen, but I've talked about, and I feel like you would like to see and enjoy firsthand. Because again, I want you guys to understand something. All right? All these improvements in my life are because of you, because you guys have been so positive and so supportive. Some of you have been longtime viewers and fans, and this year you just stayed the course, and you couldn't believe the new positivity, neither could I, right? But some of you are newcomers. Like some of you guys, I hadn't even known about you until just a few months ago when you basically learned about me from guys like Kino Casino, right? And then maybe there's some crossover there when I did interviews with various people like Keemstar and stuff like that. Some of you have heard about me from various different sources, correct? But it's awesome now to have all of you here and supporting and making my life so much better. And I want to tell you how thankful I am for that. So what I like to do is show you some of the things that have improved around here, that some of which I've talked about, some of which I haven't. You'll probably get a kick out of this segment. And of course, the haters will meme it. Too bad, because fuck you. I got so much positivity this year, and now you got to choke on it. Okay? So Brian 27, 29 months as a member, says happy Thanksgiving. Thank you, Brian. Are we ready? First off, all right, here is something that I have absolutely never revealed to anyone because it's such a silly little thing. It's not a big deal, but it's definitely something that has improved as a result of all of your support. So let me go ahead and show you this. It's Virtua Fighter Phil. No, I'm just kidding. It is my shower. Whoa! Whoa! What I'm showing you here is that basically I totally redid my entire shower from scratch. So that shower head, that shower bar, the curtain, everything is all new. All right? And instead of cheaping out and getting a crappy shower, I got a really good one. It's one of those crazy heads that goes to like 5 different settings. And then you see that thing on the side of it that's sticking up. You're like, what the hell is that? That's called a water comb. So when you're washing your hair, you actually detach that and you do this. You actually comb your hair with water and it rinses your head. It's really nice. The other thing I really like about that shower head, it has a special pulse setting that feels like someone is giving you a back massage. I'm not kidding. Like it's like boom, 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 but it's heavy, heavy pressure. So you could stand in the shower like, oh man, you can move around like this and you just get, it hits you in every spot, your arms, your back, your ass. Like, oh, this is so good. It feels so good. Now, I'm just so happy because a lot of the stuff in my house, no exaggeration, is 10 years old. The old shower rod, shower curtain, not the liner, of course, the liner you have to change, but all the shit that used to be in my bathroom, basically, you know, it was old, very old. Now I was able to upgrade to better equipment. Even the ring on the wall, you see where the pipe is going into the wall, that ring that goes around it, that's new too. I bought a new one. All right, so I know this is silly. It's not meant to be, don't go crazy. Like, wow, is Phil serious right now? I'm showing you some stuff that's new in my house. This is not a super serious segment. I hope you understand that, okay? But I just wanted to show you. This is something that definitely has improved this year, okay? What you're seeing here is my actual laptop desk that sits in front of me when I stream. I have never shown this to you guys like this before, okay? And the reason I'm showing you this is a couple things. Number one, you can see my level 1 podcast mug there. And, of course, today, I'm wearing the Red Dead Redemption style DSP logo, right? That's one of the cool things that's new. Merch. I have not had merchandise, guys, since 2021. Because of my trolls and the harassment that they gave me on the internet, basically all those companies wouldn't work with me anymore. They actually believed the nonsense, the slander against me, saying that I'm a bigot and I'm a racist. As you guys know, every day I'm coming on stream and all I do is I say bigoted, racist things. That's why I'm known as the king of hate, right, everybody? Everyone knows me as a horrendous person who's just constantly bringing down other races. Yes. But that's what they told these companies. And the companies are so brain dead stupid and so woke and so eager to cancel someone for something someone else says, they kicked me out and stopped making merch. But this year, I was able to find a company who didn't want to listen to any of the nonsense, who knew who I was ahead of time, who knew I wasn't like that and I wasn't that kind of person. And they said, yes, we will work with you. So now I can have that mug and I can have this sweatshirt and I can sell t-shirts and you guys can enjoy merch as well for the first time in so long, all right? But in addition, what I wanted to show you there was the keyboard and mouse. That's actually my current keyboard and mouse that I'm using to broadcast. This keyboard is a Logitech keyboard, and it's a pretty high-end keyboard. As you can see, it's pulsating with RGB right now on camera. See that? And this mouse is a Logitech mouse. It also has RGBs that it pulsates with. They're pretty high-end stuff, and they're great. And this is my equipment that I use every day now for my setup. Everything else there is old. Like the microphone's actually 10 years old, but maybe I'll upgrade it eventually, right? That little mouse that you see right there is this one, and this is also brand new. This is a little portable mouse, flat one, that I use to do my capture streaming setup while the other stuff controls my gaming PC. If you don't know, in the upper left-hand corner, see that red box? That's my Scarlett. That is the box that takes in the microphone feed and converts it to USB signal so I can actually use this studio-style microphone on my capture PC. And by the way, yes, that is my over 10-year-old capture and streaming PC that you can see there in the background. And that is going to go very soon because now I have the replacement. All right. All right. So that's number 2. This you've already seen if you watched my stream the other night, but just as a focus and a close-up here, this is my current gaming PC with the RGBs going crazy. To the left of it is my brand spanking new capture and streaming PC. And to the far right, if you can see it there, kind of cramped to the side, is the new battery backup UPS power supply that I also just bought. So again, the gaming PC was donated to me, but the new PC, the power supply, all that stuff, the cords on the floor, all that stuff I bought my own money that you guys, supported me with. Okay? So thank you. What a setup. Now, of course, these two PCs will not be sitting next to each other when I actually get everything working. What'll happen is the gaming PC will stay on that side of the room where it is, and the capture streaming PC will be over here to my left, and the capture device will likely be sitting in the middle, which is where it is right now. It's actually the old capture device is sitting in the middle of my floor. Probably the new capture device will be sitting in the middle of the floor as well. I don't know what else to do about that. It's, I have to run cables with an external capture device, right? Pretty cool. By the way, I received a $2.25 tip from Mr. Puffy Nipples. How much would it cost to fix your master bathroom? Probably a ton. I have a very sneaking suspicion that the pipe in my master bathroom behind the shower was leaking and caused a big mold problem behind the wall, which would mean the entire removal of the wall, cleaning the mold out, and then rebuilding the wall. Also, the whole shower system, the caulk had worn out around it, and water was leaking there, and I believe there's mold there too. So essentially, the entire shower would need to be removed from the ground. Everything would have to be clicked. That's my guess. Plus, the bathroom itself is ancient and outdated and messed up. I would want to redo the floors. I would want to redo the cabinetry. I would probably want to redo the fixtures, like the lighting. So probably it's a full redo, which is probably even more expensive. So I'm not looking to redo my master bathroom anytime soon. That would be something for way down the line. Maybe if I refinance my home, if the economy turns around or something. Okay. So that's all my PC equipment right now. And, going to have it hopefully up and running very soon. There you go. Dark Mega says, I used to help my cousin who does bathroom remodeling. It's around $20,000 just for the shower area. There you go. Continuing on. This is my new ceiling fan here in the office. I've been talking about it recently. You've seen the light. I mean, in fact, you want to see the light? You've seen the light. And now the light's going away. You've seen enough of the light. But the fan is great. The fan definitely cools this office down, circulates the air well. I don't need to have the oscillating fan blowing on me anymore. Now, I very well may need an oscillating fan when it gets warmer, but for now, this is absolutely perfect. It's really good. I mean, this is what you need for a room like this. It's absolutely perfect, and I hope that you guys understand. Again, something like this, it's innocuous. It's a fan. What's the big deal? No, honestly, this really improves the setup. It makes it livable in here. It used to be stuffy and just always feeling like you're inside of a small box that's just, the air quality is terrible. Just having a fan to move the air. All right? To move the air. It's very nice in here. All right? It's mid-spin. Exactly. I took a picture mid-spin, but my camera was good, so it actually kind of freeze-framed it, which is really nice. Yeah, Iron Chef Sakai is commenting. He says, damn, you still have the weird bendy lights. That used to be my old lighting. Like, no exaggeration. I didn't have a ring light like I have today. I didn't have a ceiling fan. I had a freaking college dorm bendy light. I'm going to get rid of it now because I don't need it anymore. I have a ceiling fan. I have the ring light. And by the way, I have new lighting coming this weekend. I think it's coming on Saturday now. It's not a ring light, but you know how they make those lights now that are like big rectangles? And they have, they're really good. Everyone uses them now for streaming. And I'm going to try to attach it to my desk here as an arm. I'm going to try to put it right here. And not only does it do all different kinds of lighting for filming, but also it does RGB. So if I wanted to do fancy effects, like RGB effects and stuff, I could do that too. And it's all programmable to my phone with an app. So I'd be able to like mess around. It's going to be pretty cool. And that's coming over the weekend. So. Oh God, Baldic says you had a fan living in your ceiling. Now you have a ceiling mounted fan. Don't remind me. We used to joke about I had an obsessive fan living in my walls. Remember that? Ugh. That is true. Super Bon John says, remember, you now have blackout curtains. I didn't take a picture of the blackout curtains. Wait, yes, I did. What the? I inadvertently did. We're staring at them. Those are my blackout curtains. So like you can see how it looks silver and metallic? It is. The back of the curtains is silver and reflective. So when the sun is hitting the office wall, it bounces the sunlight back, causing a cooling effect. The sun no longer heats up the office in the afternoons. However, there is a double-edged sword there. It keeps the air insulated. So basically, it doesn't get as hot as it used to, but it still stays kind of warm when it's hot outside. That's why I also needed like the fan and everything else. So there you go. Those are my blackout curtains, which you have never seen before. You're actually seeing the other oscillating fan there too, standing there. And my ceiling fan. Okay? Pretty cool. Yes, it is official. As of today, Thanksgiving 2024, DSP has exposed himself. He has shown his washer dryer that he bought, showing that I was not lying, that we did spend a pretty penny and got a new washer dryer. See, I backed my shit up. I didn't lie. I actually did get a new washer dryer. All right? These are LG, and these are pretty top of the line. Meaning these are not even like the big, these are like the high-end models. Expanded, capacity. So you can fit way, way more in these, all right, than you could in a normal washer dryer. And the reason that we did that is because with the old ones that I used to have, we used to have a problem with the comforter. Like we'd have a comforter for our bed. You'd put it in, and it would constantly clog up saying uneven load, uneven load. Like, oh, come on. So it would take all day to wash the comforter because you'd have to keep resetting the cycle. With this one, it's super extra big capacity, so it never actually says uneven load. We put a ton of shit in there, and it doesn't actually do anything in that regard. And it's really nice, and the dryer has all these nice features. The dryer has a steam ability. So let's say, for example, you wash a load of clothes, you dry them, but then you don't get to fold them right away because, right, well, you're not pictured here. We have a nice big new hamper that we bought that we throw the clothes in, and then later on we pull them out, we fold them, put them away. But what if you don't get a chance to do that right away? Well, then they're going to get all wrinkly, right? Well, you toss them back into the dryer, and you press steam cycle, and it steams your clothes and gets all the wrinkles out. Cool. These are awesome. Like I said, these are very expensive. These were over $1,000 each. Okay, and then on top of that, tax, delivery. And by the way, if you're thinking about getting a washer dryer, I just got to warn all of you. All right, you ready for this? They hit you with so many hidden fees that you're not aware of. So you go to check out to buy the washer dryer, and they're like, oh, well, you're aware you have to buy a whole new kit. You have to get the new water lines, the new electrical cords, the ties, everything. You're like, wait, I have to get what? Yeah, you have to buy all that new. They won't even install it with the old shit in your house. They make you buy new ones for your new washer dryer. And that costs hundreds of dollars. Like the kit for one was like $78. The kit for the other was like $60, $70. They just charge you out the ass. All right. And then on top of that, then there's removal of the old washer dryer. That's like $80. Like what? So by the time you're done, you're like, oh, it's going to cost me $2,000 to get a new washer dryer. No, it's over $3,000. Like, damn. But we were able to do it again, thanks to you guys. All right. So thank you again. And it was seamless and it was awesome. And now we have nice, clean clothes without wrinkles. Thanks to you. Really appreciate it. This is the downstairs ceiling fan. This is the one that gave us problems. All right. Because basically the electrician took the old ceiling light fixture out. And he put one of these up, and it would not spin. It would only spin like boom, 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 and then stop, and then boom, 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 and then stop. The motor blew out. So we had to get a second one, all right? However, this is really good. What you can't really see from this angle, I couldn't get a wide enough angle with the phone, but these are really long fan blades because this fan is meant to move the air in my dining room and my kitchen, and it's meant to essentially move air in this giant open space. So that's why it's a much bigger fan than the one that I have here. Now it's a little dirty. As you can see, we got to clean the ceiling around it. We haven't had a chance to do that. You know, you get up on a ladder, probably some cleaner bleach and clean around it because there's scratches and stuff from the fixture that was removed. And don't worry, because already Like already you got Iron Chef Sakai saying, what about the crack? There's no crack. It's built like that. The way the fan is built, as it rotates, it's meant to have maneuvering and moving. If it didn't have that, it would actually vibrate and loosen. But the way they build fans now is they actually have them so that they move around. And so everything's not solid. Like you can see the bracket where it goes into the mounting unit on the ceiling. There's a little opening there. It's meant to do that. And some people are freaking out. Or the blades. Oh, the blades look like they're not cracked. They're built like that. That's how it's installed. Don't worry. The electrician knows what he's doing. Fans are designed this way now. This fan here is doing the same thing. This fan has a little bit of a give where it moves a little bit. It's not meant to be a solid state all the time. It's supposed to have that. So that way it doesn't actually like force anything loose and then it comes off the ceiling. Okay? Is that a painting? No, that is literally a thing from IKEA in the background that I got 10 years ago when I first moved in. All that is a print that's stretched out on a frame, and we put it on the wall. It's of a nice like ocean wave. It looks nice, but it doesn't look as nice from this angle, basically. But it's pretty nice. It's like a big ocean backdrop on our dining room wall. Okay? So the fan is great. In truth, we haven't even really used the fan yet. And we're going to use it today, probably with all the cooking my wife's going to be doing. She'll probably finally be using the fan. We've used the light every single day. It's great. It's a great light. It's good for when we're eating. It's good for when we're doing stuff like cleaning back there to see. And it's dimmable. It's a nice dimmable light that you can adjust the level. So you can actually see, you want it bright, it's super bright. And by the way, it does like daylight, it does all in between, then it does like soft light. So it's all these different colors of white light that you can cycle through and adjust depending on your needs and what you're doing. So the lamp itself is great, and then the fan also is great. So it's absolutely great. All right? Of course, I'm incredibly grateful for Jasper Kitty. Now, Jasper Kitty is in here almost, a lot. You've seen him on camera quite a bit. He's our beloved pet. Yes, in many ways, he's like a son to me. And here he is napping next to our receiver for our surround sound system in the living room. Our receiver is incredibly old, like over a decade old. And here he is taking a nice little nap. I thought that you would enjoy seeing Jasper Kitty in like a super duper HD picture, right? He's so funny. He goes everywhere. He'll sleep next to there. He'll sleep on the floor. Then he'll sleep at our legs. Then he'll snuggle us. Then he'll go sleep in his cat tree. He's so unpredictable. You never know what Jasper Kitty's going to do. But he's very cute. I hope to get some more emotes of him for you guys. It's just that you don't often get really high quality. Like, he's been on camera on the podcast, but I bet it's hard to, like, isolate a frame and then, like, take a screen grab of just his face or something. It would be nice to get a nicer picture of him. Maybe, like, a full body picture of him to have as an emo. That would be pretty cool, right? I cured it with my brain says, next upgrade 1,000-watt subwoofer. No. We don't listen to stuff loud at all. We are totally not like that. We would prefer to have something at mid to low volume. We have a subwoofer, and we have it turned almost all the way down. It's like almost minimum. We just want a little bit of bass when we're listening. That's it. We don't want anything crazy. We also don't listen to anything that has bass anyway. We're not listening to like fucking hip-hop music. Shake the house or anything. So... there you go. I agree. Iron Chef Sakai says, I still have a Sony receiver and speakers from 2007. They still kick ass. They don't make them like they used to. Yeah. Sony stuff tends to last a long time. It's pretty reliable. I've had 2 Sony receivers since like the year 2000. No lie. They last a ridiculously long time. And one that only blew out because I didn't have it plugged into a surge protector and the power went out. And it died, and then I had to buy a replacement, and that's the replacement, and I've had that for like over a decade. So Sony stuff lasts a really long time. It's expensive, but it's worth the money for sure. That's why I'm happy with this TV I have right now, 4K, 120 hertz. I'm happy with the TV because it has all those capabilities, and I future-proofed. When I bought this 2 years ago, I bought a Sony TV that was expensive, but man, it does everything I need today, 2 years later, and it's going to keep doing everything I want the future. I'm so glad that I spent that money. Jade says, when we'd like to go today in Flight Sim? I don't know yet. We'll talk about it. Right now, our biggest contributor is Darkside Pimp. So if Darkside Pimp is still around when we start with Flight Sim, DarksydePimp will actually choose our first destination. And then after that, it would have been Perry, because Perry did a 5 sub gift. And then after that, it would be Jason. And then after that, we keep going. And if anyone tops these contributions, they're also in line too. We'll see who's around, because I don't know if people are going to stick around or maybe they're just here for the podcast. We'll have to figure it out. Okay. Sony makes good headphones too. Oh, I believe you. The only Sony thing that I ever had that was a dud, when I was in the 90s, I bought a Sony CD Walkman player, and for some reason it died right away. It was like within a year it died, and that actually pissed me off because I thought that Sony products were great. But everything else I ever bought from Sony has been amazing. I had a Sony laptop. I definitely had a set of Sony headphones at one point. Multiple Sony receivers, Sony surround sound speakers, TVs, like everything, and it lasts. They're good quality stuff. But again, it's pricey. You pay more, but you get a quality product. So there you go. Except for the PlayStation controllers. Those are terrible and they break within a year. Done on purpose, so you have to buy another one. And ladies and gentlemen, last but absolutely positively not least, my wife, Kat, who changed my life when I met her in 2017. And since then, everything's been an upward climb for me. Really. I mean, I feel like ever since I met her, this has been just a dramatic improvement going up and up and up. Right? I met her. I changed my life for the better. I became a full-time live streamer. I stopped being as toxic as I used to be. I stopped being that guy causing drama and problems. I started to actively try to improve my life for the better. I started eating better. I stopped drinking as much, right? I basically changed. And I mean, that goes in line here with my health as well. Like, look at me today versus this is when we got married in 2019. Even now, I've lost weight. I'm healthier now. I'm happier. And let me tell you, it's because of her. You understand? Because I met her. She changed my life. And I wish this kind of happiness upon everyone out there watching right now. I hope that all of you one day can find a significant other who is your better half, who compliments you perfectly, and who can change your life for the better. Because it has been such a positive life change for me. And every day, I know, no matter what happens, if it's a bad day, if it's a good day, if it's just an okay day, she's still going to be here with me to share the experience with me and to make it better. She's got my back and I've got hers, and that's the kind of relationship that everyone out there wants. This is the kind of relationship that you see other content creators and they're like, oh, look at me. And they show their significant other off like a trophy piece. And the next thing you know, you hear the story of behind the scenes, there's strife, or they're breaking up, or they're in an open relationship. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't even understand what it means to be in a relationship if you have a relationship like that. It's not what it's supposed to be. You're not using each other. You're supposed to be loving each other, helping each other, and having a life experience together. Not this kind of bullshit that these people try to portray. Oh, this is the new normal. No, it's your fucked up, twisted version of what you think should be normal because you're so messed up. You don't have a real marriage. You don't have a real significant other. What you've got is some distorted version of reality that you've bastardized, and now you're trying to push it as something that's normalized when it's not. It's supposed to be two people who love each other, spending time together, and basically sharing their lives and having each other's back and always looking out for each other no matter what in every single situation, period. That's love, at least in my opinion. You can disagree, but when I hear about these other content creators and streamers, oh yeah, get this open relationship. Well, you're a moron. You're an actual moron, and that's why it always comes back to bite them in the end. It always falls apart. All right, so guys and gals, that is what I am thankful for this year. Those are the things that have improved or dramatically changed for the better, or things that I've had for a very long time that have been there as the staple of my support. Of course, the final thing that I'd like to say is obviously all of you. You have been amazing. For the longtime viewers and fans, you guys have been through so much with me. You've seen the highs and lows, but you see that I never gave up, and I kept fighting the good fight, stayed the course, and now here we are. We've come out the end of it, right? For those of you who are newcomers, welcome. I hope that this year, since you actually gave me a chance, all right, you're seeing the difference of how things can be, how positive things can be. That it's not about toxicity and woe is me. It's about fun and positivity. This is the stuff I've always wanted to be able to do. to come on stream every day and not have to worry. Instead, let's just have a great time today together. And when we do that and we come together, life is better for all of us, right? It really is like a give and take, a cyclical thing. You know, I give you free content that's amazing and fun and positive. I interact with you. You get such fun and positivity out of it. You reciprocate with support and positivity. And then it all works out for the better. That's all I ever asked. That's what I wanted. What a lot of other content creators always had, and I couldn't have, because the internet always wanted to treat me like a joke instead of treating me seriously and with respect and with dignity. But now I have that. And because I have that back, now things are getting better every single day. And I want you to understand how grateful and appreciative I truly am of that. Thank you also very, very much for not only, you know, this last few months that have definitely been better, but for the entire, you know, 16-year run. And by the way, like I said, this is literally just the beginning, right? We're just starting with the new initiatives, with the new stuff going on, correct? Well, think about all the content that I'm doing right now and the more that's coming. Right? I just started a political show that people are really seeming to enjoy and like. And that momentum is just starting right now. I've got new stuff in the pipeline, long form React content that I'm going to start doing again that I've been waiting to do for a very long time. So, thank you to the long-time viewers, to the newcomers, everyone in between, to anyone who just sat here and watched, to anyone who laughed, to anyone who contributed in any way, whether it was financial, emotional, a silly chat comment, whether you actually sent me a piece of equipment or you just gave me a compliment. Whatever it may be, you have to understand that every single one of you who has been a part of this journey has contributed in some way. And that's why I am where I am today, and I am eternally grateful to you for giving me the happiness and the life that I have. I never would have met my wife if it weren't for this journey. I never would have been in this house. I never would have had Jasper Kitty. I never would have had any of these awesome life experiences that I've been having if it weren't for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart on this Thanksgiving of 2024. I hope you understand how much you've done for me, and I am going to be grateful forever for that. Okay. I received a $1 tip from a troll. That's the other thing. Now, I have gotten so much better at not taking the bait and giving the trolls what they want. Even people who used to regularly make fun of me have now admitted it. There's people, I saw a clip, I didn't even talk about it, it was a couple weeks ago. There was this big roundtable discussion of people who don't like me. And in the video, one of them brought me up. And then someone else said, well, who's that? And he says, well, you know, he used to be basically like the R word, which you shouldn't say, of course. But he said, he used to be the R word. But now, basically what's happened is he's turned it around. He's not giving his trolls any bait anymore. He's actually improved to the point where now people are, you know, not constantly making fun of him because there's nothing to make fun of. Now, the thing is, a lot of people then say, oh, I'm boring. If that's the case, that's fine. If you don't find me entertaining anymore because you don't think I'm a big lol cow anymore, good. I don't need that popularity, unlike a few other people who absolutely need that to get any kind of rise of attention. The point I've always made in the last decade that people tried to make me into a lol cow is that I don't need it. I literally don't need a single piece of attention from these negative people at all. I'm good just having a positive audience. As big or small as it is, that's good enough for me. I don't need to be doing stunts. I don't need to be pretending like I'm on Jackass or the Jerry Springer Show. I don't need to take clothes off and suck on things. I don't need to do big drama segments, stage shit. I don't need to do any of that. I have entertaining content to offer the planet. I didn't ever need to sink to the lowest level to be popular. Do you understand? I had popularity before I ever did any of that, and I will have it again. I do. Again, it doesn't matter if it's big or small.
I got the drip going. 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 It's like a faucet that's dripping. You can't make it stop. So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear? Like, this is what I mean, these dumb kids. This is what it is, it's dumb kids.